Welcome everyone to the Kohesian Culture channel. My name is Mansa Musa Kalim Ayub Ibrahim Muhammad, and we want to let you know today, on this beautiful, blessed day, we call it pretty much Family Day. We said we're going to be taking all of these holidays that we've been celebrating for years and making these holidays ours. And we, over at Cohesion Culture, we are one family. Everything we do is one. We vote as one. We support each other as one. We protect each other as one. We combine our money as one. Just as well as we are getting ready for the reparations movement that we have coming up in 2026 or sooner uh, at the White House. Everyone's invited. Also at the Statue of Liberty, and also in New York City, and also in good old ATL. Today's topic today is, I just want to simply ask all my brothers and sisters out there, let me greet you with the greetings of peace, or assalamu alaikum. That means peace be unto you. And the question is, for the topic is, why are black people, cohesion black people, celebrating Thanksgiving, as well as a lot of these holidays? What do we have to do with it? And where are we at in it? And actually, the question today is, why are we still celebrating Thanksgiving when we know the true story behind this holiday? A lot of people are going along to get along, following trends, not reading, or just don't care, or are not real with themselves, or not realizing that, pardon me, it was others that were taken advantage of on this land, particularly the Native American Indians. And there's a big percentage of us Africans from Africa, that have been brought on the slave ships, and that we also lived here as well too. We had to come from Africa. I mean, I don't care if anybody said, well, we already here. Yeah, we were here because we traveled from Africa before Christopher Columbus or anybody have came over here. So this is how we coincide with the Indian people, because a lot of us are Blackfoot, a lot of us are Cherokee, a lot of us are Seminole, and um, a lot of us are just plain Indian and Native American Indian, and that's just color people. Where they say the red man, the black man, the yellow man, the white man, everybody with all these colors. However, those people are our people. They come from us. Everybody comes from us, whether you want to believe it or not. However, this is really something where we really need to question ourselves. Why are we celebrating Thanksgiving today? Who all celebrated Thanksgiving today? I haven't celebrated Thanksgiving for some years now, maybe some decades now. Um, and not trying to be odd or different or anything like that. Is like the older people say, when you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. And that's what you want to make sure you instill that in your children. You carry that message along within your community. That is nothing just been made up like overnight. Okay, let's get down to it. You got the bird on the what do you call that? The table, the dinner table, and you are really excited about all the fixings, everything, whatnot, and you invite everybody over, all the family and everybody's coming over. But what is really, really going on, or why we are off on this particular day? Every third Thursday of the month is when this holiday is celebrated. All of us are happy, we all joyful, we all gleeful. That's a beautiful thing. And this is why we at the Cohesion Culture know that this is every day, not just one day out of fall, not just one day out in November, where we got the day off. And some people got to go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So that also goes to show you, too, what are we doing? Did we just take a day off to eat turkey and get full, you know? So and take more turkey to work tomorrow for lunch until Monday, until all week? Did you also spend your whole check on buying groceries, buying food, whatnot, to prepare for people to come over? And then there's also a day where you got all the homeless people, the veterans being fed. You know, it's like you forget all of these people that's street people, homeless people, people that got situations going on in their life. However, they get fed that particular day when America can feed every day like that. And our organization, Feed While We Fast, is an organization that we've been feeding for quite some time. Um, the homeless people. And we don't do it just because of Thanksgiving. We don't do it just because a holiday. We feed these people every day because people have souls out here. People have stomachs out here. People have minds out here. And we know it's each one, reach one, teach one. It's hard to teach a man and feed a sister, a teacher sister, if you have not offered them anything in their situation that may be critical for them. And a person can say, hey, you know what? That uh, plate was hope for me to go get a job the next day. And I got a job and I didn't look back and I was able to feed others. That's why just one day is not something that we need to just stay based on. uh, this is why we do this. Um, it honestly is really something we need to think about. I'm talking about cohesion black people. And when I say cohesion black people, I'm talking about the people from Africa that were shipped over in the slave ships from Africa all the way to Arabia, even some parts of the West Indies over this way, and was made slaves. This is who I'm referring to. What do also the Indians? You already see the Indians have another day. The native Indians have another day to where they're not celebrating that. They are pretty much opposing it, and they trying to get legislation and everything. If I'm not mistaken, because I think they do got an official holiday. I think it's the day after, and I understand why. I look at it and say, wow, maybe this is why the Indians say, look at these black people. They want us to help them, put them on the scrolls. And when I speak of the scrolls, I'm talking about where you can get free benefits, you can get money, you can get money from the reservation and everything of that nature of your grandmother, grandfather left you on the scrolls. And a lot of us been taken off the scrolls. And a lot of us were on the scrolls. And a lot of us were removed off of the scrolls because a lot of us are Indian, true blooded Indian from Africa. A lot of people don't realize that we have been duped. This is why we cannot, as cohesion black people now, we cannot be partaking in any, just anything. just going along to get along, celebrating because it sounds good, it looks good, I like the vibe, um, and things of that nature. It really should have to make sense. I mean, if it don't make sense, like people say, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. That's what black people love to say. But why are you celebrating in a huge robbery that took place on this land and you enjoying it to the festivities of it? Have you not taken any consideration of that? Have you not taken any consideration of people dying from this? Wait a minute. You were a slave, still is a slave, and you celebrating what the slave master have done and still got you in bondage to where you cook down to the diet, the same thing, still cooking chitlins to this day. Now, don't get me wrong. I ate chitlins. I used to get paid to wash them. I liked them when my grandmother cooked them from South Carolina. You understand? When my nanny cooked them, all sweets. May God have mercy on both of them. However, I was not going to stay in that mindset all my life. I was going to grow one day, even to the point of changing my diet. And I did. And I'm so glad, number one, I stopped eating the pig because that's where the chitlins come from. However, there's a mind state that goes with along with that. And that diet comes from the slave master's table. We had to survive. The beautiful thing about the Holy Quran is that Allah says in the Quran, if you're in a situation to where, I'm just paraphrasing, that you're in bondage or you got to keep your health up so you can get free or whatnot, this goes to show you too that we've been Muslim ever since we came over here, the Kohesian blacks. And Muslim only means total submission to the Most High, total submission to your Creator. You owe Him that because you wouldn't be who you are today. But He allows you to be, and a lot of people don't know this, He allows you to eat pork if you're in a situation that's going to jeopardize your health or give you enough to stopping you from sustaining your health. If you're a captive, if you're captive. But he also goes to say, eat it, but don't like it in your heart. Our people is eating it and they loving it. They can't leave it alone. They can't get away with, oh, brother Musa, brother Mansa Musa, you speaking about pork, you gonna die for something. Hey, I'm gonna enjoy that thing from the rooter to the tutor, this, that, and you wonder why you got high blood pressure. You wonder why the black cohesion black man is dying because his diet. So that is a beautiful thing to where we have to understand that. Also in the Bible, Jesus, the the demons or the jinns asked Jesus, can you please do us a favor and throw us off into the pigs? That's where we're going to go. Why they didn't ask to request Jesus to place them anywhere else? Because they know that they were going to get up out of there. Jesus was going to take care of his business upon them. Paraphrasing again. But they requested, could you throw us in these pigs, Jesus? Jesus did it. And guess what? They jumped off the cliff and they died. You need to read your Bible a little bit more. My cohesion brother, my cohesion sister. It's so important for you to have a Holy Quran so you can know what's going on in this world. So you can know where God wants you to be. This is why we're cohesion. The oneness. The oneness is so unique. The oneness of God and being in His His creation for what He wanted us to be, what He created us to be, and what He designed us to be. Please, he does not want us to devour pig. Pigs is for to devour and do the cleanup for garbage. It's just like tomorrow is going to be a big garbage day, whatnot, because it's going to be a lot of garbage, a lot of waste at the same time too, where people are going to be getting rid of food, not even feeding the homeless. But yes, like I said, our organization, we feed the people after Thanksgiving. Now, one of the sisters had mentioned to one of the sisters, one of my sisters that helped me feed uh, the community, and we're grateful of that. Actually, my wife, she she told me, she said, one of the sisters said, make sure you tell your husband that he needs to feed the day after Thanksgiving, not the day of Thanksgiving. Number one, it won't get mixed up. Then number two, you the people run out of food. You don't see them no more. After they feed the people on Thanksgiving, boom, they're gone. So that's what we do now. And we've been doing that for quite some time, and we're grateful of that. And we try to make sure we don't want to serve that Thanksgiving dinner, the same thing, the stuffing, the turkey, the green beans, the mashed potatoes, the gravy, turkey gravy, the cranberry sauce, all these different things. This was the same dinner that the slave master has presented to us, and we have been eating it over hundreds of years. And I don't know if you realize that or recognize that, but we have been eating it for hundreds of years and we've been liking it. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with the family coming together. That's what makes us cohesion, to come together. However, we cannot continue to base our life and our family structure upon these old slave-matic ways. These old slave-matic ways from the slave master. You are too much like your master. Your master is not even present anymore. And you still are celebrating as well as you indulging in it. And you teaching the little baby. I was walking out of my office yesterday, and I heard the lady say to another young lady, and she was walking her little baby. She had to be like 2, 3 years old. And I heard the older lady say, she probably like 30 years old, and she had her little 2, 3-year-old baby. She told the lady, happy holidays. And then guess what? The little 2, 3-year-old said, happy holiday. And I'm trying to hold the door for them to come out. And the little baby, she pushed it herself. So she's showing me independence at 2, 3 years old, as well as real strength with muscle. Now, all simultaneously going on. If she can do this as well as think and tell the lady going outside the door happy holidays, that's programmed in her mind. And I wanted to tell her mother, that's not good. See, this is why the Cohesion Black man, and let me remind you who I am. My name is Brother Mansa Musa. I have the bloodline of a Nigerian. I have the bloodline of a Malian from Mali. Seriously. Because I took the time to find out my DNA. I took the time to do that. Not just walking around here getting paid, having money, this, that, and other. Not even seeing what these people are offering me to see who I am. Guess what? They take account of that to see how many of us even go to spending $50, $60. It's going to be on sale tomorrow, Black Friday. But you rushing out to go get a TV and go eat some more turkey. And it's cool, but it's not cool. Because In order for God to change a situation, he said, I will not change, and I'm paraphrasing out the Holy Quran, a people situation until they change themselves, the inside of themselves. They're thinking, because he's saying, they got everything. I've given them everything. What do I need to do? Not help you? Each one, reach one, teach one. Also goes in the Bible. My people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves. Turn from their wicked ways. That don't just mean being evil. Turn from their ways of inhumane treatment upon themselves and things that don't make it better for themselves. That's evil infliction upon yourself. Think about it, right? So we must change as a people, and I'm about to make this short. And this is what we're doing over here at the Cohesion Culture and the Cohesion Culture channel. We would love for everyone that listening today to sign up. We're going to have the website up and ready for you. We're working on the flag as we speak. And as I said, the definition of a cohesion is the black people or the African people that's from Africa, Arabia, some parts of India, meaning almost all of India, because all of those people are black people and they're in denial. So I got to say that too. But the North American black woman and black sister that was taken from Africa, that was taken from Arabia and put on those slave ships, we are the cohesions. We stick together. We hold on to the rope of God together. We vote as one. We think as one. We move as one. We live as one. We together as one. That's why the cohesion theme song is "We Are One." Dun, 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 dun. We are one. And this is why we believe in the one God. This is what makes us cohesion in the first place. Cohesion, believing people. Cohesion, Muslims. The ones who submit to the one God. Period. These are the people that are promised this land. These are the people that's promised this land. We done spent 400 years here. And it's time as slaves. And we continuing on with the same thing that we've been taught, be into submission to participate in. We don't have to participate in that. We don't have to. That's why some things you have to say, I pass. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. I don't celebrate Gobble Gobble Day no more. It's a reason why. And I'm trying to educate my people and remind my people, in order for us to get out of this situation, we must be really serious. This is only for the ones that's really serious, that really want to make a change and a difference in America, that really want to make a change and a difference in Black America. And it's time. We're losing a lot of we have lost a lot of our leadership, meaning we just lost Brother Imam Jamil, who used to be H. Rap Brown, one of the Black Panthers. May Allah have blessing and grant him a peace and paradise, a spacious grave, and light in his grave, and to continue his work to go on and his legacy. Because these are brothers, freedom fighters that have been fighting for years, that have been educating and educated for years for our people. We can't let these brothers down. We can't let these sisters down for a plate of food, going along to get along. We love the family setting in it. That's why I had to get on the channel today and say, hey, my cohesion brothers and sisters, that ain't for us. That ain't for us anymore because we know where we going. We know our destiny. We know what we got ahead of us. And we got a long, long, long fight. But we can make it together if we stick together. We eat our fruits. We eat our vegetables. We eat the halal meat. You understand? But we don't celebrate these holidays that this slave master then passed down to you. Honestly, he don't want you to celebrate them unless he making money off of it. And for the sake of control and spiritual control. That's what this beautiful lesson and topic is about. Why are we celebrating Thanksgiving? Why did we celebrate Thanksgiving today? If you did today, ask God for forgiveness and ask God to guide you because God never said celebrate Thanksgiving. Jesus never said celebrate Thanksgiving. And the pastor is pushing this. And Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, did not say celebrate Thanksgiving. So this doesn't apply to us. This was forced upon us. And we also are celebrating in a robbery, a crime, one of the biggest crimes besides us being stolen and being forced labor without getting any money out of it. But that won't be long. But this is why we're cohesion. This is why we love the channel. You're partaking in the biggest crime that ever happened on the shores of North America. These are the pilgrims that did this to the Indians. They did a lot of different things. These are our people. This is our family. This is our people. We're going wrong on what we're doing. We're wrong. I'm sorry, black folks. My cohesion, beautiful black folks. This is who you are. You are a cohesion brother, a cohesion black man, a cohesion sister, and a cohesion woman. We are together. We are one. We are one. We are one. We move as one. We spend our money as one. We make decisions as one. We even correct our kids in our community because we're a tribe. We have a tribe. This is what we are about. We're tribal. This is why we can't yet to fit in. You trying to fit in, you just spent $200-300. Some people that spent $500-600 just to eat one day. They passed not one plate of food out. Now, when we was feeding, we spent that much money on the food and we passed out every plate. And we cried when we didn't have extra plates for the people. I'll never forget, me and Dre was out there on the street. We was using his mother's food truck. Actually cashed her out for it. Auntie, let me go ahead and get the truck. I'm going to cash you, boom, boom, and help me with the food to pass it out so I could. I'm a Muslim now, but we always had this in our hearts to help the people. My mama and daddy raised me like that. However, this particular year, I never forget, and actually hard hit was helped me too, Ronnie, my little brother Ronnie Salem. He owns a store. He's our Chaldean family. Like I said, these people, you understand, want to make sure you don't know who you are, who your people are, and that you're the leader. This is why it's so important for us to come together, men together, so we don't miss nothing this time. Because what it does is stops us receiving our inheritance. This is why the Most High, Allah, has put it placed in my spirit to take my assignment to bring the people together. Here's another leader. I'm a young leader out of our community to try to bring people again together. And I'm not going to stop. I'm going to do this because this is for our people. But yeah, my little brother, he helped out. He participated with giving us maybe 130, 40 pops. That's a good thing from their store to donate that. And my Uncle George, which is his dad, he said, here, Musa, pass this out to the people. See, when you're doing good things and you're doing right thing, God will put you in the right position with the people that you need to help you do more good things. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, there's other people out there that don't want to see us do good. But if the sincerity of your heart is to do good and to help God's people, He going to put you in the right place. He going to put you in the right place with the right people. So we go downtown and we feed the people. It's bitter cold. I'm talking about icicle cold. We're giving people the hot chocolate. Auntie got it set up for the hot chocolate, the coffee, everything. We got about 130, 140 dinners on there. When we pulled up, I can hear, I'd say, everybody get in line, get in line. I can hear a conversation, and you turn around and say, wow, this me and Hardhead. I think me and Dre went on the second run. This was another year, the year after that. Still used Auntie truck again. And I said, watch my back. Because not that we was worried or nothing like that, but you always want to watch your back. A cohesion always want to know their surroundings, if they're in a good situation and they're protected. However, I can hear the conversation of two black men talking. Man, such and such, such and such, such and such, such and such. And the sister walked in front of them. I said, wait, sister, you can wait your turn. I said, but I'm going to let you go ahead and get this plate right now so you can get out these brothers' way. And we're grateful to be able to feed you. I think she responded, happy Thanksgiving, whatnot. I don't know if we responded to her. I responded to her, happy Thanksgiving or whatnot. But however, the conversation, I hear these two brothers going back and forth. They're homeless brothers. So anyway, we say, y'all brothers want to eat? Say, yeah. So we fixing their food and everything, getting them together, pass around. And when I gave him the plate, I said, brother, I heard you talking about Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I said, are you Muslim? He said, yes. I said, I'm Muslim. And remind you, this is like the first year I became. So this is the inspiration that put into me, reading the Quran. You understand? Got the Bible right next to it to see what the Quran gonna say bad. And I can catch it. Nothing bad. Got me out there to feed these people. And confirmation of the Bible. And supports the Bible. And cascades into the Bible, cascades into the Quran. If you know how to read it. And this is why it's so important that we got to stop these holidays, these fictitious holidays that have nothing to do with us as a believing people that worship God and worship God only. Now, Gator brother said, yes, brother, I'm a Muslim. I said, that's what got me out here feeding you today. And the brother that was Muslim told the other brother that he was arguing with, he said, I told you my people was going to come and feed me. I told you my people was coming. Now, he didn't know me. I didn't know him. me and Ronnie looked at each other like, what is he talking? I said, this is why we out here, brother. We got to feed my people. We got to feed our people. We got to feed God's people. We downtown in the city of Detroit. That made me feel so good. I said, God planted me here specifically for this. Not to pass out a Thanksgiving dinner, to hear what that man said about the Most High God, Allah. I told you, my people, What's going to come? You don't know how long that man was arguing with that other cohesion brother. But this cohesion black man was telling him, I told you. And this is why it's so important that we unite. We got a big work to do. I need all my brothers, all my young brothers, all my rapping brothers, all my beat making brothers, all my film making brothers and sisters. But my brothers first. I need them first. Brothers, we got to come together. No matter how much money you got, how much money you don't got. We got to come together for our people, our children, our kids. We got another organization called Saving Our City for the Sake of Our Kids. And we're going to start just regular cleanup. We're starting back just regular cleanup in the neighborhoods for free. We're going to be doing this for free through all the cities for the sake of our children. Because our children are following us. They watching us. Well, they see stuff on the grass, they leave it there. If they not seeing the bushes and the grass cut, just the grass and the bushes cut and the trash picked up alone does something to your mind. If it said that cleanliness is next to godliness, how in the hell if our cities are so dirty? How? This pollutes the mind. This pollutes the spirit. So this is why we're coming together as one, and why we're not eating of that slave master's diet anymore, because that affects our mentality. It affects our spirit. And it also affects us as a people to coming together, because it goes to show we ain't got nowhere. But we have achieved great achievements. But we got to start with our diet first. We got to eat to live. If you want to live, if you want to spend that money, you have to eat in the way that God will want you to eat and has designed you to eat. You are eating like a pig. You are eating like a hog. You acting like you don't got no money. You acting like you don't got no wherewithal to change the direction of your eating habits. I used to be 300 pounds one time. I said, wow, I didn't realize I was like 280, 290. I done lost almost 90 pounds. Praise be to Allah. That Kohesian Kulture diet, it changed me. And I feel great. And I'm a diabetic. I kicked diabetes at one time. I'm going to kick it again. Get off that medicine. Because it's what you put in your body. It really is. And we as a people, our body is so unique. We are not to put everything in our bodies. So brothers, sisters, my cohesion brothers and sisters, like I said, sign up, leave your information. You'll be able to go to the email, leave your information. We're going to be having more connection, more topics, and we're going to have more involvement. And shout out to my daughter. It's her Queen Day. We can never forget that it's near Thanksgiving. But it's a beautiful thing to where we don't want to continue to pass this down. We can't. The people are laughing at us. The people at top is laughing at us. We just got our EBT SNAP benefits back. They was going to burn this place down if they couldn't put a turkey on the table. That's why they say, hey, Donald, you better give them people their food stamps, or they going to be coming to your building, New York or the White House. And you know how these cohesion people is? They will burn it down to the ground. Because we hungry. We starving. This is why we growing our own garden. Bottling our own water. We got everything. God has blessed us with everything. We got each other. Love one another. As the beautiful Frankie Beverly says, we are one. And my name is Brother Mansa Musa, the leader of the Kohesian Culture. And I want to say, peace, assalamu alaikum. We are one.